Imagine this. Apple's upcoming MacBook Pro isn't merely another tweak to their lineup. It's a bold flare fire across the bow of the whole PC world, whispering that the old guard laptops is fading fast, and something transformative is rising in its place. Picture a sleek machine slipping through the cracks of official channels. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a whisper in the FCC filings that sets imaginations ablaze. Whispers point to the M5 powered MacBook Pro, the one we've all been holding our breath for. And trust me, this isn't your standard refresh. It's the MacBook that could etch itself into history as Apple's most pivotal creation yet. What do you think? Could this be the laptop that finally tips the scales in Apple's favor? Drop a comment below and let me know your take. On the surface, it might seem like business as usual, but peel back the layers, and you'll uncover a beast that's quicker on its feet, sharper in its thinking, more intertwined with the world around it, and primed for the AI revolution that's reshaping everything. Experts aren't mincing words. They're hailing it as a blueprint for what a Mac should be in an age where intelligence isn't bolted on. It's woven in. The breadcrumb started with cryptic model number 3434, popping up in those FCC docs, mismatched against anything in Apple's current arsenal. Tucked inside were cutting-edge wireless guts we'd never seen shipped from Cupertino before, and here's the kicker. These filings don't drop until the product's polished and primed for the shelves. No prototypes here. This is the real deal, barreling toward us. Layer in Apple's rhythmic release cadence and a flurry of insider murmurs, and the puzzle snaps into focus. The M5 MacBook Pro is no myth, and it's edging closer than the skeptics might admit. To truly grasp why the M5 matters so much, let's rewind through Apple's silicon saga, like flipping to the chapters of an epic tale. The M1 crashed the party back in the day, leaving Intel in the dust with its sip of power efficiency that redefined what a chip could do. Then came M2 and M3, honing that edge into something surgical. The M4, debuting on the iPad Pro, sharpened the focus on smarts and AI readiness. But the M5? Oh! It's not a gentle evolution. It's a quantum jump forward. Whispers from the grapevine peg its CPU at 15 to 25% swifter than the M4's already blistering pace. Yet the true magic brews in its souped-up neural engine, a powerhouse churning trillions of operations per second right on your desk, or in your bag. We're talking seamless language translations, transcripts that appear like magic, real-time voice dubbing across tongues, and AI-fueled sparks for artists and creators, all humming locally without phoning home to distant servers. And don't sleep on the graphic side of things. The GPU stepping up to console-level glory, packing hardware ray tracing, mesh shading wizardry, and rendering pipelines that could make Hollywood jealous. For the 3D sculptors lost in digital worlds, the cutters piecing together epic films, or even the gamers dipping into high-stakes adventures, this marks the dawn of a pro-grade MacBook heart that doesn't flinch. Envision slicing through an 8K timeline in Final Cut Pro like butter, birthing VFX illusions that leap off the screen, or diving into blockbuster titles with buttery frames, all fueled by Metal's razor-sharp optimizations and memory bandwidth that flies like the wind. Apple's wise enough not to mess with a good thing on the chassis front. The 2021 overhaul struck that perfect harmony of form and fury. Mini LED glow, MagSafe's magnetic charm, a full suite of ports without compromise, and that satisfying promotion keyboard. The M5 era will polish these gems, not overhaul them. Slimmer borders for an even more immersive gaze, smarter cooling to unleash sustained sprints, and buzz of a sleek space black vibe rolling out across the board. Tweaks that whisper rather than shout, but enough to stir the souls of those who live by their machines. Then there's the battery saga, which could rewrite the rules outright. Rumors swirl around silicon anode wizardry, pumping up capacity by a solid 25% without bloating the footprint. Close your eyes and see a 16-inch MacBook Pro soldiering on for over 30 hours. Unplugged marathons that would leave the competition gasping for breath and begging for mercy. Connectivity is getting a glow-up too, pushing boundaries we haven't fully explored. Wi-Fi 7 might not have flashed in the filings yet, but the inner circle hints at a bespoke wireless chip in the works, one that turbocharges AirDrop into near-instant handoffs, makes iCloud sync feel like telepathy, and turns continuity into a fluid dream. Thunderbolt 5's lurking on the horizon as well, doubling down on throughput for juggling multiple 8K canvases, lightning rate arrays, or even tethering external beasts to amplify your setup. Suddenly, those pro pipelines that once felt chained down, they're breaking free. For the first time, this MacBook might not just stand in for your tower. It could eclipse it, blending ferocious horsepower with AI acuity in a form factor that slips into a backpack. The pros stand to gain the most in this shift. Video wizards will glide through 8K ProRes without a stutter. Coders could slash build times in half, freeing up hours for the spark of invention. AI tinkerers might spin up complex models right there on the silicon, ditching the drain of cloud bills. And the Creative Suite? Expect Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and Xcode to bloom with accelerations that unlock doors we didn't know were there, turning your MacBook from a mere instrument into a whispering collaborator. That's the seismic pivot at play. AI is no longer a shiny accessory. It's the pulsing core of the M5 MacBook Pro. Paired with macOS 15, Apple's gearing up to infuse your workflow with smarts that feel alive, erasing video backgrounds on the fly during calls, jotting meeting notes that write themselves, nudging code with uncanny insight, or conjuring content with a thoughtful prompt. All of it stays yours. Process in private on-device, sidestepping the cloud's watchful eyes. It's Apple's hallmark, intelligence wrapped in ironclad privacy. Shifting to the calendar, MacBook Pros have a habit of stealing October's thunder, but the chatter now leans toward an early 2026 curtain call, buying TSMC extra cycles to perfect that 3-nanometer sorcery. A postponement might sting at first blush, but flip the script. It could forge an M5 that's unbreakable, with yields that sing, stability that soothes, and a flawless dovetail into Apple's sprawling AI tapestry. Zoom out and the stakes sharpen. Apple's not tussling with Intel or AMD in a cage match anymore. It's planting its flag as the vanguard of the AI PC uprising, light years ahead while the pack plays catch-up. Intel, AMD, Qualcomm. They're all hustling to lace their chips with neural flair, but Apple's been scripting this arc for seasons. The M5 isn't a panic move. It's the crescendo of a vision etched in silicon and code, every facet a thread in the grand weave. This MacBook Pro transcends portability. It's an AI forge you carry, a canvas that ignites ideas, an endurance legend, and above all, a window cracked open to tomorrow's compute landscape, one where your laptop doesn't trail behind your commands. It dances ahead, intuiting your next move, hardware and software entwining like old allies, effortless and profound. So tell me, are you braced for it? If those leaks hold water, the M5 MacBook Pro won't just claim the throne as Apple's mightiest Mac ever. It'll redraw the map of what we expect from our machines. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.